because there are people in the group. I know of one for sure who doesn't have their motorcycle license at all. You know, they've never taken an MSF course. They just got enough money to buy a bike and they're fucking making it. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so dangerous riding with people like that because they don't know the basics. They don't know any of that stuff. So it's just, you know, a lot could be avoided when you don't ride around people who don't know what the hell they're doing or who don't make the best decisions. So, you know, it's just one of those things where, you know the company that you're keeping. Know the company you keep. And so that's honestly kind of the reason why you know, sometimes I choose not to ride. I'm like, all right, who's going? And if I see who's going, I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Or I'll do the first meetup spot, and then I'm like, nah, y'all boys go off and, you know, do whatever. I'm gonna do my own thing. Just because, I don't know, I just don't want to ride around people that don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. Man, my plan was to go this way, and this is where all the fucking traffic is. Holy crap. It sucks. So look, I'm gonna be turning around here. But yeah, that happened, right? Now, to make things worse, I just got the Pocket 3, obviously. Been trying to shoot some stuff with some of the boys and stuff like that, and one of my boys, you probably see him in the previous video, we call him Zeus. He has a full carbon R6. I believe it's a 2015 or 2016. He was supposed to come over. He was supposed to come over on a Friday, and we were gonna get some shots. And so I was gonna get some shots, and you know, we were just gonna chill, you know, and stuff, and get some photos and whatever. And I don't know, man. He was on his way, and some time it went by, and I was like, damn, it's taking him a while, you know. So I called him, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And when I called him, he was like, my bad, I'm trying to pay attention to where I'm going and look at the traffic and see what the hell I need to do. And what happened? He calls me back after I'm trying to get a hold of him, and he's like, dude, fucking somebody stole my bike. I'm like, what? So, you know, he's on he's on the group chat, you know, mad as hell, you know, posting video like my shit's gone. And he lives in a really nice part of town here in San Antonio, up north, Stone Oak area. And he walked out to come meet me. His motorcycle was gone. There was somebody on a Spider. His shit was gone, dude. And he lives in an apartment complex, and he doesn't have a garage, right? He doesn't have a garage, And yeah, man, he just got those fairings. He just got like all his carbon fairings put on there. He waited like almost 6 months to get that, to get it, and then he got them on, and literally not even a month and a half later, maybe 2 months, they fucking steal his bike, you know, right out of the complex. So, you know, that kind of sucks, man. It's like, again, man, and it's those things where you tell people all the time, like, dude, if you're in an apartment, like, I wouldn't, honestly, if I didn't have a garage and I lived in an apartment complex, I wouldn't own a motorcycle. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Because somebody is going to steal your shit. It doesn't matter if you live in a nice neighborhood or not. Especially if you live in a nice neighborhood. They're going to take your shit quickly. That's where the thieves go shopping, in the nice parts of town. And yeah, they got him, man. And to make matters worse, he still owed like 8 or 9K on his bike. And after he got into his wreck, probably about 6 months ago or so, he claims that his insurance company dropped him from full coverage to liability. And the reason why I don't buy that shit, honestly, is because your insurance doesn't give a shit what kind of coverage you choose, as long as you're paying them, right? So I think what he ended up doing was, what I believe happened is that he claimed his insurance to fix his bike. They probably fixed it, but then they raised the premium, because that's what insurance companies do. They raised his premium, and then he didn't want to pay that premium, so he dropped this shit down to liability with no theft protection. So, you know, I kind of feel like, again, you know, we do these things because we don't think things are going to happen, and then things happen and you're not prepared. So the thieves made off with his bike. Insurance doesn't cover it, the theft, and now he is now he still owes 8 or 9K. It's like, it's fucking wild, man. I'm just like, wow. So now you don't have a bike, you still owe on the bike, and you have to keep paying on the bike until you pay off 8 or 9K, dude, with no bike to show for it. Wow. Like, that fucking sucks. You're just paying somebody $9,000 for a bike you don't have and don't in your possession because it's stolen. You have no way to get it back, and now you're fucked off in the wind, man. You know? And it's just like, damn, dude. You know, so another one down. And this is a guy who just saw that I got the Pocket 3. He's been interested in it a lot. And he finally, you know, today he was like, hey, look, man, I went ahead and bought the Pocket 3. It'll be in like a month or so from DJI. And I'm thinking, I'm scratching my head like, what? Oh, so shit. What's going on with the bike? And then he tells me that shit with the bike, like, nah, he still owes, and he's gonna have to pay out of pocket, blah blah blah. And I'm like, why the fuck are you spending $700 on a Pocket 3 camera when you don't even have a bike? And it's just, I'm confused, man. And now he's just like, oh, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna get a Grom. What? What's that got to do with you still owing? What's that got to do with you owing? Like, your situation. It's just, I'm just like, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy. So, Yeah, man, y'all, you gotta do better. I was gonna go to this spot and take some pics, but all that traffic kind of blew that spot up for me. I'm not gonna drive all the way down there. It's just wild though, man. It's been so wild. So, you know, it goes to show you, man, that's 3 people in the group that's gone down this span of 2 weeks. And it just sucks, you know, it just sucks. Definitely is a nice day out to cruise though. Debating whether or not I should go. I think I'm gonna try to go. Just wild, man. Just absolutely wild. Just absolutely wild, bro. I saw a brother on a Gixxer, I believe. Yeah, it's just wild, man. It's just fucking wild how any of this shit could happen. What up, bro? It's just wild, man. I'm gonna roll up to this park. But you can go down so quick, man. It's just, I don't know. So, you know, and we all like to poke fun at people and stuff like that. Like, especially in a group, we like to poke fun and stuff. And, you know, it's all good. But, you know, these guys, some of the guys like to make fun of me because they'd be like, you know, when are you gonna put that 1000cc to the test, man? You know, like, get out here and just run it hard and stuff. And it's just like, I'm not doing shit until I feel comfortable with this bike. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing stupid shit until I feel like comfortable with the bike to be able to pull those things off. Just not gonna do it. You know, it's just not worth it, man. So, you know, a lot of times I'll be in the back when we're at, you know, when we're driving off to these meets and stuff, because, like I said, hey, A lot of these guys, I don't really know how they ride a lot, very, very well yet. I don't know how they ride yet. So I try to keep my distance until I kind of learn everybody and like how they move and things like that. So I'm always in the back, you know what I mean? Like, cause I don't really, just cause I have 1,000 doesn't mean I have to be going fucking 150 miles an hour every time I jump on the highway. So, you know, you really have to meter and kind of know you just gotta kind of how to know how to handle yourself and not fuck around with the peer pressure and know how to deal with it, man, because, you know, at the end of the day, when you go down, nobody else around you is going to be there to be like, let's have a plate sale unless you die or something. Let's have a plate sale, you know, to raise money for this guy to fix his bike back. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen. So you going out here being dumb, being reckless. My bike has started doing that. I just started noticing that. I think it's time for a tune. It's starting to idle like up to 2,000. It's very odd. I'm gonna have to get this thing tuned. So I think the next thing I'm gonna do is buy the air filter and probably keep the bike geared where it's at. Man, what's all this traffic coming from back over here? I'm gonna have to buy the air filter. I'm just probably gonna have to go get it flashed, tuned, whatever. Probably gonna leave the gearing alone. See, there it goes again. So gotta learn how to filter the peer pressure, man. I tell these guys all the time, like, hey, look, I feel no pressure whatsoever to fucking show off in front of any of you guys. So you guys need to learn how to deal with group toxicity, you know, with a grain of salt, and just kind of, again, I always say it all the time, I'm like, ride your own ride, man. You know, ride your own ride. Don't be out there just trying to ride with the group when everybody's riding reckless and shit. And you might actually see that on that last video where I lost my wallet. Like, I think the slowest bike we probably had there was a R3. And, you know, I believe obviously he's a new rider, but, you know, when we got ready to get on the freeway and they just started like taking off, and I was all good with it for a while until I started seeing people like riding the exit lane to get off the highway, and then at the very last second staying on the freeway and cutting off the cars that are going straight in the slow lane. It's like, it's so unnecessary. Why are we doing this? You know what I mean? It's like, why? You know, like, why? And it was at like that one point where I saw the guy in the R3 doing it, and he was he was in front of me. I didn't want to leave him, but I guess he felt like he just had to catch up with the group. And when I see him almost hit the damn guardrail, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna just sit back. I was like, I'm just gonna sit back and chill. What the fuck is going on up here? What is this shit? Wow. I don't know what the fuck that was. I was just kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna chill. And they took off. But I was just like, yeah, like, I'm not into that, man. Like, I'm trying to go have fun. But at the end of the night, or the day or whatever it is, I'm trying to come back home. So I can enjoy my family, you know what I mean? And enjoy my life. So, well, the park is packed today. I was gonna come over here and take some pics. So, you know, like I said, man, gotta have measured fun, man. The riding scene has always been like that, you know, and there's a stark difference between different personalities in the riding, and you know, in riding. You know, you got people that are going to be the outlaws. You know, those are the guys that are, you know, when you watch their videos or their clips or their pictures, those are the guys with their middle fingers up, fuck you, kind of guys. Like, that's a mentality. That's a riding personality. Some people are like that. Some people like that stuff. So they try to be like that. Especially when it comes to like YouTube, because when it comes to YouTube, it's like that a lot. Because people like to see drama, they like to see recklessness, things of that nature, because it's entertaining. And that's kind of the reason why YouTube is, you know, kind of taking the space back from people who operate like that, you know. Ooh, this little tornado we're about to ride through. Yes, sir. So, again, well, I was gonna try to get some shots, man. I don't know. Looks like they're done with the soccer tournament this weekend here, but I love it, man. I love this bike, man. I love this bike. What's going on with the idle thing that I just noticed? I'm gonna have to definitely get this thing tuned. I feel like I'm riding a little too long without it getting tuned. So I definitely want to get it tuned up. I just want this thing running at optimal peak performance always. So